In Hebrews 2, last time we were talking about how God put everything in dominion, subjection, and control to man, and yet we don't see everything under subjection to him right now. Why? Because of the fall. That's when you see a child born with a deformity. That's when you see a spouse die of cancer. That's when you see a tsunami take away whole villages. That's when you see your own life just given over to addictions. That's when you see marriages falling apart, the children abused. This is the brokenness of the world we live in. We don't see everything under subjection to us. That could have been in the garden without sin, our sin as continuing on from Adam's. But I tell you, that's why verse 9 is one of the most jaw-dropping, beautiful things about Jesus. But we see him. Man, we could just stop there, and it's part of the whole worship service about that. We see him. We see a broken world. We see the pain. We see the sorrow. And what is the remedy to that? What is the antidote to that pain in the world today? It's the fact that we get to see him. We see a future hope. We see a glory. We see a Savior. We see a healer. We see the preeminent one over. We see the one who does have control over all things. We do see the one who has dominion. We see the one who brings all things in subjection. Later on in this chapter, it talks about even death becoming subject to him. We get to see him who was for a little while made lower than the angels, namely Jesus. Wow. Namely Jesus. Two of the most powerful words in all the scriptures. You want to name something in the name above all names? Namely Jesus. You want to see powers of darkness conquered? Namely Jesus. You want to see your life change? Namely Jesus. Jesus is our greatest hope.